not have you playing these foolish games and running around in the halls. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of the kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one isn't going to behave as a ruler should?
Mama?
Now what?
Mama, when am I going to get my princess?
Oh, Dauntless, I don't want to discuss that now. It's time for your cocoa.
But sometimes I get the funniest feeling you don't want me to be married.
Don't want you to get married? Don't want you to get married, Dauntless. Don't you trust me?
I do, Mama.
Well, then how can you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you, I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. Just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. And after all, he is the prince, I said. Marriage is a lifetime partnership, and I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and wind up miserable the way I did. And there's one thing I absolutely insist upon. She must be a real, genuine, bona fide princess, just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me? Oh, God, if I were only 20 years younger. Just remember, you must trust me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well?
Sir Harry wishes to speak with you, madam.
Well?
I have the honor to request a perilous labor. I wish to search for a true princess. A princess of the royal blood. One who will suit both Your Majesty and Prince Dauntless.
No.
Mama.
No. We've been through all the eligible girls in all the neighboring kingdoms. There are none left. We simply have to wait until their little sisters grow up, and that'll take years.
But, madam, I plan to head north, over the mountains.
Over the mountains?
Across the Badlands.
Across the Badlands?
And into the marshland where the beautiful swamp lives.
Into the marshland? Are you out of your mind?
Let him go,
you
Mama, let him
won't
go.
find anything there but frogs and
Mama,
tadpoles
please.
and things. Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama, please.
Do you know how damp and
Let's
foggy
Sir Harry
and
try.
white and humid and oppressive?
Mama, let Sir Harry try, please. For me.
All right, go ahead. It's your sinus. Come along, Dauntless, you've missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Harry. Good luck.
Don't be afraid, little Larkin. Not only will I find a real princess, but a princess who will be able to pass the Queen's test.
I believe you. I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away long.
Only fly as fast as you can, my love. We shall be waiting for you.
We?
You know. Oh, and wear this.
Next to my heart. In a velvet gown, you'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the maidens only wait a little while.
Sir Harry's perilous journey took 3 weeks, and Lady Larkin had all but given up hope that she would find a true princess. Then, one sunny morning in mid-April, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the lookout on the North Round Tower spied 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop. The alarm was spread. Sir Harry is back! Sir Harry is back with the new princess! Now, you like my skirt? Let's see how this part goes in the old story. On the stormy night, to the castle door, came at last the prince had been waiting for. Well, that of course is utterly untrue. It didn't storm that night at all. In fact, it wasn't even night. And the princess had only looked as though she had come from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. But never mind. If I just stand right about here, there's a nice draft. I'll be dry in no time.
Mama, look, she's all wet.
You swam the moat?
We tried to stop her, but she wouldn't wait for the drawbridge.
You swam the moat?
Determined to arrive as soon as possible.
We had to get a rope and pull her out.
You swam the moat?
All right, I was a little anxious. My friend Sir Harry, well, he's still out there. He told me that you have an opening for a princess. Any princess, so I figured, the early bird. Okay, well, anyways, here I am. Who's the lucky man? Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you?
Hey, Nani, Nani, no.
Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you?
Hey, Nani, 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 no.
Hey, Nani, Nani,
No.
One's being bashful, that's no way to be. Not with me, can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you, and I can understand your point of view. Well, I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy? And you may be sure, way down deep I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I can do is try. God knows I try. Though I'm frightened and shy, and despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be dripping with glamour, as often as not, she will stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted with romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. I'm going fishing for a mate. I'm gonna look in every brook. But how much longer must I wait with bated breath and hook? Oh, that was wonderful! And that is why, though I'm frightened and shy, I'm insane to know which, sir, you, sir. Then who, sir, where, sir, and when, sir, I couldn't be tenser. Let's get this done, man, get on with the fun, man. I am one man. Shy.
You swam the moat?
Hey, did she ever say anything else except you swam the moat?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Well, do you ever say
Do
anything else?
you mean to ask me to believe that you're a true princess of the royal blood? And am I to actually understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to apply for my son's hand in marriage?
Mama, may I say something?
No! Do you imagine for one moment that I would even consider you suitable for any son of mine? You are laboring under a very unfortunate misapprehension, my dear. My son isn't going to marry any moat swimmer, not while I have breath in my body. And I haven't been well, not well at all. I get these shooting pains all in through here. And don't try to tell me it's the vapors. I know what the vapors are. I've had the vapors.
Excuse me. Are you new here?
Mm-hmm.
Watch closely. I take a perfectly plain piece of parchment. Notice that it's a single piece of parchment, no cuts, folds, creases, or...
It's a nut house!
No, wait.
Oh, so you're the one, I guess.
Sure, I'm Prince Dauntless the Drab.
Well, glad to have met you.
Oh, wait, I really like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Dauntless, I would like to stay here, but I really don't want to get between you and your, mother. So I think I'm just gonna face the facts, cut my losses, and head on back to the swamps.
Oh, wait, I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam swam the moat.
Oh, Dauntless. I know I swam the moat, but, well, that's not the real me. Actually, I'm really pretty shy.
She's in the mood again.
Lower the drawbridge.
You ought to see her swim, Mama. She's wonderful.
Yes, isn't
Are
she?
you all right?
Sure.
Oh, I like her, Mama. She swam the moat.
It's cold.
Twice.
I don't need any help.
Oh, can I marry her now, Mama? Can I?
Marry her? Of course not. When you marry, if you marry, you'll marry a real princess. You'll marry one that I
I have the honor to announce the arrival of Her Royal Highness, the Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been here and gone.
Gone.
Yes, she's swimming home. That, Sir Harry, is no princess.
Ah, but your majesty, she is.
What?
That one? You jest.
On my honor as a knight, I swear she is. I have the papers right here to prove it. Winifred, Princess of Iconquil, Guardian of the Midgard Serpent, and Warden of the Ragnarok Marsh Lily. The inscription on her family crest reads, Tu ne sais de mali sed contra adutuina et tu.
What does that mean?
Roughly it means, if at first you don't
Never
succeed...
mind.
You see, Mama, she is a real princess.
Your test.
Oh, yes, a test, Mama.
All right, we'll test her. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and we'll come up with a nice, fair test, just as we always do. And I will prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess.
Get her by the leg.
This is her leg!
We'll test her for...
That's not my leg.
How crude. She'll have her test, and she'll fail just like all the others, fair and square.
Fail what?
The royalty test.
Every princess suing for my hand in marriage must pass a test in order to prove she's a real princess.
Well, what kind of test?
With Mama, it's always highly secret.
Well, we'll worry about that later. Right now, I should get out of this wet dress.
Make sure you part of the castle on the way to your room.
Sure.
You're awfully nice.
Well, you're nicer.
And you're good looking, too.
Well, you're better looking and nicer, too.
Well, you're a better swimmer.
Oh, Your Majesty.
I'm so excited Sir Harry's back. Yes, and he's brought us a sweet princess. Have you seen her? Neither have I, but I'm sure she's as delicate as an orange blossom. And I'm to be her lady-in-waiting. Sir Harry arranged it. Isn't he thoughtful? He arranges everything.
You're worried? About what? A person? Some lady? Which lady? 2 syllables. First syllable? A bird. Some kind of bird. Auk. Bluebird. Catbird. Dove. Eagle. Hawk. Finch. Ibis. Jay. Kiwi. Lark. Martin. Lark.
Lady Larkin!
Yes. And a knight?
Which knight? Hair. Sir Harry!
Sounds like dust. Lust.
Must. Must what? You're going to start all over, right? Lady Larkin?
She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble.
How many syllables?
She's going to have a baby. Does anyone else know?
Sir Harry? Of course. But does anyone else know besides Sir Harry?
Don't worry, Your Majesty. We can keep a secret. The question is, can you?
Oh, we know you can't talk, but you managed to communicate. We have only 2 voices among us, and yet there's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio in
produce a unique and remarkable blend as we raise our three voices on high. We're in perfect accord from beginning to the king and the minstrel and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like three different people with only one, the king and the jester and I. Sing hey nonny, hey nonny, hi diddle diddle, strike up a tune on the. Now the bishop declares our behavior is rude as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when we go swimming, we always go the king and the jester, the king and the minstrel, and the
trying to protect my only son from every catchpenny princess that comes along. Now I'm surrounded by spies and traitors. Who can I trust?
Me.
No one. And I'm in no mood to sit for hours and rack my brain over tests for that girl when I'm not feeling well at all. But that's the way Dauntless wants it. That's the way it'll be. She'll have her test.
Well, her papers seem to be in order.
I know. And the worst of it is that foolish boy actually seems to like the girl. So we must think of a test that looks fair, and sounds fair, and seems fair, and isn't fair. But exactly what?
Table manners?
No, that's not good enough. Sensitivity! Sensitivity, sensitivity. I'm just loaded with that. In this one word is the epitome of the aristocrat. Sensitive soul and sensitive stomach, sensitive hands and feet.
This is the blessing.
Also the curse of being the true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agony is. Suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think of a tricky test for that wretched moat-swimming princess.
Madam, may I suggest? Maybe we ought to.
Don't take all night, I'm not well, I need my rest. Not that I'll ever sleep on that lumpy mattress. Oh God, my back! Many torture rack. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so jumpy. I am sure I could feel any lump, even if it were under the mattress and small as a pea. That's the answer! Under the mattress! We'll test her tonight. One tiny pea beneath one thick downy mattress. Oh God, you're right! Any genuine princess would feel it. If she doesn't, she's through. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress. No, make it 2.
1 out of 5.
10, I think, would be plenty. Better still, make it 20. And to play it safe in the event, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps. We'll give her a soothing sedative, won't we? You can whip up a drink. Something stunning.
Oh, but you're devilish. I love the way you think.
She's insensitive.
So insensitive.
She'll fall asleep, no doubt.
God, but you're clever.
Brilliant.
A genius.
I am divine.
Back out.
Well, it sure feels good to get out of this wet dress. Just soaked.
Thank you.
Your Highness, the king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why, he never asked that before.
He heard she swam the moat.
Oh, yeah, well, she's pretty cool. And I was just talking to her, and I just walked her over to this part of the castle, and she was telling me all about.
Is your father anything like your mother? Because
Oh, no, my father's silent.
Well, then I would love to meet him.
Papa, this is Princess Winifred.
The king welcomes you, and he's asked me to say that he hopes you'll get 100 on the test tomorrow.
Oh, well, thanks.
Oh, my father never puts his crown to his heart unless he really means it.
Alas, madame, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long before Prince Dauntless was born. The curse says King Sextimus will never talk until the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk? Well, did you ever think about getting a really big mouse and then you could get a really small
Oh, we tried
hawk?
that once, but the mouse ran away and the hawk bit Daddy.
Ah! All right, well, let me just get this test under my belt and we'll figure something out, don't you worry. Well, it sure was a pleasure meeting His Majesty. A short while ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Her Majesty. Now that is a nice man.
Your Majesty, I think you'd better speak to Prince Dauntless very soon about, well, you know.
About what?
Well,